I quit YouTube, and I know that's a bit of a clickbaity thing because you're sat here watching me while I upload a new video. But what I mean by quit YouTube, I quit the algorithm. I quit everything that everyone that tells you about uploading videos to YouTube tells you to do. And I'm going back to something more simple. And I'm just talking to you. And this is what I want my channel to be. I want it to be a discussion between myself and you. So, I'm older, and I'm probably older than most of the people that will be watching this. And I remember a time when if you wanted to watch something on TV, it would be you put the TV on and you watch whatever is on. There's no rewinding, nothing like that. If you wanted to go online, you would have to ask your mum half hour, an hour on the internet because it was dial up. It was a completely different world back then. So you had to basically just deal with what you was given, and you'd listen to the radio before school or after school. And if you wanted to have songs that you liked, you'd put a cassette in the radio and you would press record, and you do yourself like a little radio station. But you basically just had to sit there and listen to people talking. And I kind of want to bring this channel back to that sort of thing. So it's kind of like the early days of YouTube. So when I first came onto YouTube, because I've had a couple of channels and I've been on YouTube for a long, long time, and nothing seems to ever resonate and do well. But I'm still here. I'm still trying. But I want to bring it back to the old YouTube, where it was a bit of gameplay and someone just talking to you as the viewer about what they're doing with their day and how things are going, and if they can offer you any advice or answers to any questions you might have. Now, me as an older person, and especially with my kids, they always come to me with questions and they want advice, and I will give them such advice on different things, what they're doing in school, what should they do after school, and what path shall I go down. And I can kind of correlate it to starting a YouTube channel, because when you want to start a YouTube channel, you don't really know exactly the path you want to take. You have an end goal in place. You've got no real way of getting there. But what I've learned through my years is it doesn't matter the different paths you take. You can still get to that final end goal. And persevering is the main, it's the main way of getting there. So myself, personally, I know you don't care, but this might correlate in your head and it might resonate, because what I've done is very different, but I've still got to a point where I can say I am successful in what I do. And it's taken many paths to get there. So when I left school, and if you're leaving school, you don't really know what you want to do. You have to think about this, and you may just dive into a direction, and you don't know if this is going to be the correct one, but you dive into it anyway. Is this going to be a forever career path? Who knows? You might really enjoy it, you might stick with it, but you might not. But even if you don't, it's still experience. So for me, I finished school. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was horrendous at woodwork at school. But I went into a career of carpentry and joinery. and I did an apprenticeship, and I got qualified, and I was doing that on site, obviously building houses, doing first fix, second fix, third fix. And if you know anything about joinery or building work or construction, if you're in America, you'll understand how that goes. And I got to a point where I was self-employed and I was working for myself doing just the flooring. And there was still something inside of me. I liked cars and I wanted to work on cars, but I was already down this path of carpentry and joinery. So I tried to get an apprenticeship working on cars, but I was told I was too old. So I went into the military. Now, when I went to the military, I went in as a vehicle mechanic and I went through the full training and I got my qualifications through the military. I went to Afghanistan in 2013, which, to be fair, everything I did in the military, I achieved pretty much every goal I wanted to hit in the army. And then due to certain situations which you wouldn't understand unless you're ex-military, I left because regardless if you are British Army or American, there's the same sort of things that happen and that might make you want to leave. Now, obviously, you do spend a lot of time away from home, which doesn't help when you have kids. And there is other things, politics, that, they kind of sway your opinion whether you're going to stay or you're not. Now, I got my mechanics qualifications through that. I could have stayed and I kind of carried on with that path. That would have been my second path. And I have a lot of people that I don't so much keep in contact with, but I have tabs on them, obviously through certain social medias. I was in with them at the same time, and they were either the same rank as me or one above me, and obviously they are far, far ahead of wherever I thought I would have got. And I see what they're doing, and they're still in this path, but unfortunately, they're going to get to a point where that career ends. Now, obviously, I ended that career early, but I took the qualifications I got in that and applied it to Civvy Street. So I've gone from getting qualified and being a professional carpenter and joiner, completely resetting and going down a vehicle mechanic route in the military. And then I've quit that, but I've still carried on the vehicle mechanic route. And I've applied it and I've worked in garages and worked for companies such as Iveco. If you understand who Iveco are, it depends where in the world you are. And I was working on Fiats, working towards Mustech in Fiat. And I've moved along. Obviously, I had a small time period. If you are a vet, you will understand there is a small time period that you have a bit of transitioning to do, and it's a bit of a struggle. So I've done that, and now I'm in a position where I am now, and I'm working on specialized equipment, still within the vehicle mechanic umbrella, but it's specialized equipment, and I would say I'm quite successful money-wise, and freedom with my job. I can start pretty much when I want, which then dictates which time I finish. Overtime is abundant. I can kind of earn what I want to earn. But then that also correlates to what am I doing online? What am I doing with YouTube? Because you might be thinking to yourself, well, I just want to do YouTube. So the paths I've taken, I've got to an end. I've got qualified and I've done things with them. But that can also be put in when it comes to YouTube. So I've made channels before, taking a certain direction towards content creation, and maybe they have worked out, and I am kind of proud of those channels, and they've been around for a long time. And then I've taken like a U-turn on where they are, and I've done live streaming on other platforms and things like that, and I've done okay with those. Never to the point of where it's full time. Although as I get older, becoming full time on any platform becomes harder because obviously to become full time, you need to be earning the same amount of what you're earning in a full time job. But the point I'm kind of making is, regardless, if you go down a direction and that's the direction you want to go, maybe it doesn't work out. Maybe it does work out and you enjoy it, but it's not at the point where you want it to be. Especially if you're younger, there is no harm and then backtracking and taking a different path, because it will lead you to another place. But the place you got to the first time, however successful you was, you would take that into the journey for the next place. And the skills that you have learned will correspond to the skills you are applying on the next journey. So it's not like you're starting from scratch. You're not starting from zero with no experience. You're starting in a better position than you did the first time. And then that might be the path that leads to your success. And that might lead you to full-time content creation, which if you're uploading on YouTube, that is the main goal for most people. You want to do this full-time. You're not just uploading willy-nilly just because you can. At some point, you would like to be monetized and you would like to do this for a full-time job. And that opens up a lot more doors. But you've gone down that second path. Well, what if that doesn't work, but you have an idea of another thing? Well, you can always keep that option open. So at the moment, I have this channel and I have another channel. I was going to close down the other channel, but the other channel, even though I've not uploaded to it, has been gaining subscribers. So the videos that I was posting that I didn't think were no good because people didn't like them have been resonating with people and they want to watch them. But I'm also uploading purely to this channel at the moment. So I kind of have two paths. Now this channel at the minute, if you're watching this, is only on 10 subscribers. It's been around for about, a month, 2 months. So it's very, very early. And at the minute, we're just trying to find the path that we need to take to break through. So I've got the experience of the other channel and the confidence, I guess, that comes with it, with speaking to the camera, or this case, the microphone, while I'm uploading Minecraft, which I'm actually just changed a load of things around on my Minecraft, and I'm trying to make it look a bit more presentable. But, if you've got any good ideas for Minecraft mods and things like that, please let me know. But we always have another path that we could always take if needs be. And I'm not young. But the main thing I'm trying to say here is, it doesn't matter your age. There's always another door and another path that you can take. It's never too late. So you just have to have an idea in your head where you would like to be. And if you're young enough, you start doing this, you can always take multiple paths to try and get to that point. And if you take one path and it doesn't end up where you'd like it to, you could take another path. There is nothing wrong with having multiple trades or qualifications under your belt, because that will always help you in the next one. I was a carpenter and joiner. How would that help being a vehicle mechanic? Well, you'd think it wouldn't, but it does. Because I work on heavy goods vehicles, and some of them have wooden flooring in the back, or rigid vehicles. Well, what better person to fit solid wood flooring in the rear of a vehicle than a carpenter and joiner. It's easy. And you can do it nicer and neater and look more professional than just a standard mechanic. You diversify your qualifications and bring them all together in whatever you're doing. And it will always be an advantage over someone else. And even if your previous qualifications have nothing to do with what you're doing right now, when you apply for a job, as long as you're confident in an interview, that is the main thing. If I could tell myself when I was younger, just be super confident in an interview that you know what you're doing, because you can blag anything. But even if you have qualifications that have got nothing to do with what you're doing, that looks fondly upon yourself, because they will see you have the dedication to pursue something, qualified for something, do that job at the highest level, and then you've then backtracked on that path and gone down another path and got qualified in that, and you are pursuing that at the highest level. And it's the same with YouTube. I know I'm bringing this all back to YouTube because it's the same. Go down one route. Say you want to do Let's Plays. You don't do well at Let's Plays. Backtrack. But what have you learned while doing Let's Plays? You've learned editing. Obviously recording through OBS and then editing that on whatever gameplay you're doing. You've learned to speak over the top of what you're doing. Try to become engaging and something that people want to listen to and gain something from. But then you've now taken this other path and you want to go down, because I'm quite monotone. It works well for educational. So we're now down this other path for educational and life experience videos. But I'm not starting from scratch, am I? I know how to edit. I know how to put my voice forward and edit my audio so it sounds nice. And through the years, obviously, I've upgraded my equipment, through Go XLR and an XLR microphone. So we got better equipment than we did when we started. So we're not starting fully from scratch. We're starting on a platform where we have some knowledge and experience, and we're trying this next path. Whether this path works, I don't know. We're going to see. We're still very early on. And if that doesn't work, we can always take another platform. We can always take another path and see where that goes. And you just have to keep probing and looking for a path that will get you where you want to be. Just make sure you have that end goal in place, and you can take as many paths as you want to. Just keep probing until you get there, because success comes to people that really, really want it. And I know if you're watching this video right now, that is exactly what you want. You are looking for that success. You are wanting this end goal. And I don't doubt for a second that you are going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing till you get the results that you want. Just like me, we're going to keep pushing and pushing till we get the results that we want. And if you are on this journey, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to see your feedback. I want to see what you've been doing, what your next steps are. And as an older person, if you are younger, I will give you that. I don't want to say elderly because it makes me seem so old. That elderly advice that you might be looking for. That life experience that maybe you haven't had yet. I'll give that to you in the comments. And I would love to check out where you're going. And we'll see where these paths take us. At the minute, I'm pursuing this path. This is the I'm old as shit. Here's my life experience. Listen to me. We're trying this path at the minute. Whether I need to go down other paths, we will see. Do I need to tell you? Let me know in the comments, do you want to know what I am using to record video, audio? And there's some things on Minecraft, because obviously I am using Minecraft footage. There's some mods and other things like that. I'm still poking around and learning to use to make them look pretty. Let me know if you want to know what I'm using, and I will give you the best advice I can. Or if you're not even interested in YouTube and you're just watching YouTube, but you want to stream on other devices, other platforms, should I say, the purple one, let me know, because I am affiliated on there, and I did that for a while, and I did a lot better on there than I did on here, but it's a whole different world. So let me know if you would like some advice on that, or if you are on there, let me know how you're going. There are some people that I know that are full-time on it, and that is their career. And I could probably tell you how they got to that point and why I didn't, but we'll see. So let me know down below. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, absolutely rambling, and I sound like an old man just sitting in the corner on a rocking chair going, back in my day. Let me know down below. How is your journey going? What are you doing to progress your journey, and where's your end goal? What is your end goal? And tell me your steps you are taking to get there. And if you're listening to this and you are a small creator, and there is other small creators, hit each other up. The best thing, the small creators, I don't care what other people say, and don't promote in my videos and don't promote in my streams. Shut up. Promote to each other, because you never know. If you promote in my comments and someone down below clicks on you and they like what you post, that's another subscriber. And that's what you want. There's no harm in promoting. Promote your freaking ass off in my comments. I really don't care. I will even check you out. There's no harm in promoting in other people's things. It's a bit gatekeepy when people say don't promote. It's, oh, I've got this far, don't promote. No, shut up. Stop gatekeeping all the small creators, because we are all in the same boat and we are struggling, and we need that audience that we're not finding. So promote yourself. I will have a look, and other people in the comments will have a look, and you might get yourself some subscribers, and you might take off from a single comment you leave in this video. I might be dead in the water, but you might take off. And if you take off, that's still a win in my book. And that's a win in everyone else's book, because you are a small creator. You've applied yourself. You've gone, hey, I also do some videos. Check this out, blah, blah, blah. Other people have looked. They've liked it. You've got subscribers. You blow up. That's a win in my book, because I feel like I've helped you find a platform where you can promote and you can reach your goals, and other people will be like, hey, this guy has done this. I really like his stuff. How he's blowing up. Maybe I should contact him. Maybe we can collab together, and maybe I can help with his success and gain in myself as well. Help each other. Be kind. Help each other. Me, just watch the video. Do what you want to do. Take the advice if you want it. I'm just old. I'm old. You guys are not. Do what you want to do with it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I've absolutely rambled, but I needed to get this video out. I was doing scripts before, and they were doing me head in. I just want to word vomit stuff to you guys. So take it, leave it, whatever you want to do with it. But I'll see you guys in another video. Please let me know what you think of the mods I'm using on Minecraft. If you've got any better ones that I should be using, I'm on Java. I've just switched over to Java as of this video. Hopefully the thumbnail will come out all right, because I'm going to use the Java backgrounds. Please let me know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. And please leave in the comments your journeys and help each other out. think of me as your YouTube dad. I am the YouTube dad. I might be called Baltimore because I'm bald and old. I'm your YouTube dad, and your dad saying, right, help each other out. You are all connected. Your siblings help each other, right? Do as I'm fucking telling you, right? When we come around your house, I'm gonna fucking smack your ass, right? And put you in timeout. Do it, right? Good night, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.